everybody. Hello. Happy Thursday, Throwback Thursday. So speaking of throwbacks, my college, I was a 1997 graduate of Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa. Today is our annual UKnight Day. It is a fundraising event where Wartburg College students and alumni come together and we raise some funds. So I've participated in the past, but this is the first time I've participated on this level. So look, I'm sporting my t-shirt. Ooh, and the other thing is I have on my crazy socks, but they had to kind of match my outfit. So, and I put on some crazy pants and my hat. The socks, I am representing World Down Syndrome Day. So I'll post the event link to that and you can check that out. So you can become united. Let's turn America orange and let's support those we know with Down syndrome by wearing mismatched or crazy socks. Have a good day, everybody. Happy Throwback Thursday. It's Shena Collins here coming at you from Grapevine Galleria in Westfield, Wisconsin. For those of you that don't know, this is what I have done with my college education. It has given me the confidence to start businesses and to work through challenges no matter what they are. So that's a little bit about my Wartburg story. Wartburg supported me and nurtured me as a student, a person, and just wow. I'm really getting the full impact right now this year of what it means, of what my education truly meant. And the only thing that I look back on regret with is that I wish I could have participated more and done more when I was a student at Wartburg College. How was the floor there for a minute? You fell down. But I wish I would have, had the opportunities to participate a little bit more or took the opportunities. And so I recommend that if you're a student and you're watching this or if you're heading to college, as much as you can. I know some of you are like me where you have to work, and Wartburg does have work study, that it can be challenging to have that balance as you're turning into an adult and you're legally an adult, and you're also having to balance more of an adult workload schedule and also a learning curriculum as well. But it is doable. I do not deter anybody from that. So that's a little bit about my Wartburg story. My journey, I started out in food service at Wartburg for work study my freshman year. And then I didn't do the work study anymore. I worked off campus at Subway and the swimming pool. So that's what I did in my time instead of that. So you also have to weigh your options, with things, what works out best for you and fits your lifestyle and can give you the optimum balance that you can achieve. I don't know. Nobody watches these long videos anyway. I just met with a group of teenagers and they said, nobody watches past 4 seconds. And I think that they're right. So that's another fun program too. Watch my page. There's a local group in Marquette County, Wisconsin here that's Healthy Communities, Healthy Communities, Healthy Youth Coalition. And they do a lot of great things. And I just had this opportunity to meet. And I was a communication arts student, emphasis in public relations. I wrote for the trumpet. But this group of teenagers, high school students that I met with, it was so cool, because they developed this marketing campaign and strategy and what they're using for their public relations tactics and everything. It is so exciting. So I can't wait to start sharing that when that busts out in April. But yeah, so I'm wearing a fun outfit today to grab attention. I just got to my store this afternoon. I've only been open on Fridays and Saturdays. So, as I stated, I'm an entrepreneur. I do other things that I have planted the seeds of in micro businesses. I guess that's the big catchphrase these days is micro business. And the seeds are starting to grow. It has taken a long time. And so it's patience and endurance. And at the same time, open 2 days. I'm a cancer survivor. Well, actually, a cancer thriver. I'm, not technically considered in remission or cured until I hit like 10 years without a reoccurrence. I'm on endocrine therapy. Um, Yet I believe in my mind, what we say to ourselves counts, right? So that I'm a survivor. And I have journeyed through that, and I do firmly believe that the strong foundation of faith that Wartburg College has to offer, as well as the strong modality of faith in my family that I was raised with, and then also, just I had the confidence. And a friend of mine from Wartburg actually told me once that he feared for me because of my lack of fear, I think was what was said. And I thought about that. And now it's really, really interesting because now I looked death in the eyes. I faced it for years, for over 2 whole years before I was done with chemo, before all my surgeries. And in fact, it was almost like 3 years when my final surgery was. Is that right? Oh, I have a timeline. Otherwise, it's so hard to keep track of. I'm so focused on moving forward. And now it's been very, very interesting and I believe because of the skills and the talents that I acquired at Wartburg, it allowed me to, in my new changed post-cancer body and brain, a way to reconnect, function, meet with the world. I do have the store here, but the store requires volunteer help and friends and people to come in and help me as I get this up and going because I do not have the energy any longer. And Wartburg, certainly one thing they taught me is, support and tools and asking for things, reaching out to your community. And I have done that. So I have really, really, I believe, done well with a lot of things. So, yes. Yeah. Faith, learning, leadership. Wartburg has a lot to offer. Gave me a lot in life. And big monologue here, but I may as well pow it out there. Maybe somebody will watch all of it. I get stuck watching videos sometimes, especially when people are wearing interesting things and rather animated. Look at these socks. Aren't they fun? Crazy socks for World Down Syndrome Day. And look at these funky pants. I like these. These are cool. And they're kind of purpley and they match the writing. And my family's bohemian, so I can pull it off. Had to add the hat. All right, let me back up and think. What was I talking about here? Yes, so all the foundations that I do believe that Wartburg, the story. So I stated in a video a while ago that Wartburg was the only college I wanted to go to since 4th grade. And so here's an interesting factoid about me. Wartburg is the only college that I wanted to attend. We took a field trip when I was in 4th grade at New Hampton Elementary School in New Hampton, Iowa. We took a field trip to Wartburg College. And I was a total book nerd when I was a kid, and I still am a book nerd. And Wartburg College had the biggest library I had ever seen. And so I'm like, I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there. And I always loved going to Waverly. And it was like I just knew I had this intrinsic thing in me as a child that I knew that I was meant to be in that space. And when it came time to send in college applications, my guidance counselor, I graduated from Fredericksburg Community High School, which is a high school in Iowa, in Fredericksburg, Iowa, that's no longer in existence. They merged our school with the neighboring school district. But as I was graduating, my guidance counselor was like, you need to apply at more colleges. And I'm like, no, this is the only one I want to go to. And he's like, but what if you don't get in? He goes, you might not get in. That's the way it works. I'm like, no, I'm going to Wartburg. I'm going to Wartburg. So my determination to go to Wartburg was strong. And then after Wartburg, that determination stayed with me. My determination to make it through school, to graduate in 4 years, while having the fullest college experience that I could have. And then also too, after graduation, it allowed me to really, I combined, what I have. it gave me determination in life, and I certainly have that. I like to be busy. I like to participate. I do not like to live an idle life. I never have. And whatever I can do to participate is great. Like I said, I worked at the swimming pool there in Waverly through college, and actually doing park and rec work started for me in high school, and actually up until about 7 years ago I was still teaching public fitness classes, so that's been a big part of my life, and that's another big, the one of the pillars of Wartburg community. So all right, well, orange today for UKnight Day. Put my link below, make a donation. Crazy socks today for World Down Syndrome Day. Shout out to Jen Strauss, and shout out to the store here. So this is my brick and mortar store, so don't look at my desk. I do have, like I mentioned, a lot of micro businesses. And then most recently, I have returned to my roots in communication arts and started doing voice acting work and voiceover work. And I'm working to branch out into that. So it is a lifelong learning process in your life. And I am so glad that Wartburg instilled that in me, that throughout life, you should always, life is learning always. So community, all of that good stuff. So not so bad. But I wanted to promote all of that fun stuff today. And what else? So yeah, just a little bit about me. Because I was told to tell about my Wartburg journey, and I had not told the 4th grade story. Anyway, long story short, obviously I got into Wartburg, and it was the only college I applied at. All right. Wartburg gave me a strong foundation that is allowing me and has allowed me to build a strong foundation, and also to have the resiliency that when that foundation has shaken up and fallen out, that you can rebuild, move forward, and do something great. I believe it. All right, everybody. It's Shena Collins here, coming at you from Grapevine Galleria in Westfield, Wisconsin. If you ever have the opportunity to come up here and visit, please do. You'd be surprised some of the faces from my past that I've seen wander through these doors. It's really great. Okay, everybody. Mwah. Happy UKnight Day and happy World Down Syndrome Day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.